Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about something that hits home for every single one of us. It's that feeling when life just keeps throwing punches. You know the moments I'm talking about when you feel like you're stuck in a storm, the waves are crashing over you, and you can barely catch your breath? It could be a setback at work, a personal struggle, a loss, or just that overwhelming feeling that nothing is going your way. In those moments, hearing someone say, "just stay positive," can feel almost insulting, right? It sounds so simple, so detached from the reality of your struggle. But what if staying positive isn't about ignoring the pain or pretending everything is perfect? What if it's a skill, a muscle that you can build to help you navigate those storms? Not just survive them, but actually come out stronger on the other side. Today we're not going to talk about empty platitudes. We're going to dive into real, practical strategies on how to genuinely cultivate positivity, even when life gets incredibly tough. This isn't about magic. It's about mindset and action. So, if you've ever felt like you're drowning in negativity, stick around. This one's for you. First, let's get one thing straight. It is absolutely okay to not be okay. Acknowledging your pain is the first and most crucial step. You can't heal a wound by pretending it isn't there. When something difficult happens, allow yourself to feel it. Be sad, be angry, be frustrated, be frustrated. They are your body's natural response to hardship. Trying to suppress them is like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. Sooner or later, it's going to pop up, and probably with more force than before. So, give yourself permission to grieve, to feel the weight of the situation. Write it down, talk to a trusted friend, or just sit with your feelings for a bit. This isn't wallowing, it's processing. And processing is the necessary groundwork before you can even begin to build anything positive on top of it. True positivity isn't the absence of negative feelings. It's the ability to move through them without letting them define your entire existence. Once you've allowed yourself to feel, the next step is to gently shift your focus. This is where perspective comes into play. I want you to try a simple exercise. Think about the problem that's weighing you down right now. Now ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? In 1 year? Even in 1 month? Often the things that feel all-consuming in the present moment shrink when we view them through the lens of time. This isn't to diminish your current feelings, but to help frame them. It helps you see the problem as a chapter in your life, not the entire story. Another powerful perspective shift is to ask, what can I learn from this? Every challenge, no matter how painful, carries a lesson. Maybe it's a lesson in resilience, in patience, in empathy, or maybe it's showing you a path you're not meant to be on. Looking for the lesson turns a roadblock into a signpost. It transforms you from a passive victim of circumstance into an active student of life. Now let's talk about control. One of the biggest sources of anxiety and negativity during tough times is feeling powerless. We often get stuck worrying about things that are completely outside of our control, what other people think, what might happen in the future, things that have already happened in the past. Here's a game-changing strategy: the circle of control. Imagine 2 circles. In the outer circle, put everything you're worried about that you can't control. In the inner circle, write down what you can control. You can't control a sudden job loss, but you can control updating your resume, networking, and learning new skills. You can't control someone else's actions, but you can control your reaction. By consciously focusing your time, energy, and thoughts on that inner circle, you reclaim your power. It's incredibly liberating. You stop wasting energy on the unchangeable and start making real progress where it counts. This small shift can pull you out of that feeling of helplessness and put you back in the driver's seat of your life. Another incredibly powerful tool is gratitude. I know. When things are bad, the last thing you feel is grateful. It can feel forced. But gratitude is a practice, not just a feeling. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Start small. Every day, I want you to find 3 things you're grateful for. And they don't have to be big things. It could be the taste of your morning coffee, a sunny day, a funny video that made you smile, or the fact that you woke up this morning. Write them down in a journal, or just say them out loud. This practice actively retrains your brain. Our brains have a negativity bias. It's a survival mechanism to look for threats. By intentionally looking for the good, you start to counteract that bias. You begin to notice that even on the worst days, there are still pockets of light. It doesn't make the darkness disappear, but it reminds you that the darkness isn't all there is. It creates a balance that is essential for a positive outlook. Next, let's talk about the people you surround yourself with. Your environment, especially your social environment, has a massive impact on your mindset. If you're surrounded by negativity, by people who constantly complain, who doubt you, or who drain your energy, it's like trying to swim against a strong current. It's exhausting. During tough times, you need to be fiercely protective of your energy. Seek out the uplifters, the encouragers, the people who listen without judgment, the ones who remind you of your strength. This might mean having a tough conversation or creating some distance from certain people, and that's okay. Your mental well-being is a priority. On the flip side, being a source of positivity for others can also lift your own spirits. Helping someone else, even in a small way, can give you a sense of purpose and perspective that is incredibly healing. And let's not forget the power of physical action. When you're mentally in a dark place, your body can be your greatest ally. Get up and move. Go for a walk. Do a quick workout. Stretch. Dance in your living room, whatever it takes to get your body moving. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. It helps clear your mind and release pent-up tension. It's not about having a perfect fitness routine. It's about breaking the state of inertia. Even 5 minutes of movement can make a world of difference. Pay attention to your sleep, your nutrition, and your hydration as well. A tired, poorly fueled body is going to have a much harder time supporting a positive mind. Taking care of your physical self is a fundamental act of self-love and a powerful way to support your mental resilience. One of the most profound shifts happens when you reconnect with your purpose, your why. When life gets tough, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Why are you doing what you're doing? What matters most to you? What kind of person do you want to be? Reconnecting with your core values and long-term goals can provide a powerful anchor in a storm. It reminds you that this difficult period is just a temporary detour, not your final destination. Your purpose gives your struggle meaning. It transforms the question from, "Why is this happening to me?" to "How can I use this to move closer to where I want to be?" Write down your goals. Create a vision board. Remind yourself daily of what you're working towards. This gives you a reason to keep going, to stay positive, because you know you're fighting for something that truly matters to you. Finally, and this is so important, please remember that it is a sign of strength, not weakness, to ask for help. We are not meant to go through life's biggest challenges alone. If you're struggling, talk to someone, a friend, a family member, or a professional therapist or counselor. Speaking your struggle out loud can take away so much of its power. A professional can give you tools and strategies specifically tailored to your situation. There is no shame in seeking support for your mental health, just as there's no shame in seeing a doctor for a physical injury. Taking that step is an act of courage and a profound commitment to your own well-being. So, to recap, acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Shift your perspective to find the lesson. Focus on what you can control. Practice gratitude daily. Curate a positive environment. Move your body. Reconnect with your purpose. And never, ever be afraid to ask for help. Staying positive when life gets tough isn't about being happy all the time. It's about being resilient. It's about knowing that storms don't last forever. It's about holding on to hope, one small intentional act at a time. You are stronger than you think, and you have the capacity to navigate whatever comes your way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope these strategies offer you a little bit of light in whatever you might be facing. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. And share your own strategies for staying positive in the comments below. Let's build a supportive community together. Remember to be kind to yourself. You've got this. See you in the next video.